Hey guys, it's Houston Surge 28 again, and make a new video about the G4 and the bolt stick problems. If you haven't known, the G4 is known out of the box to not be able to shoot almost any because of the bad lube on the bolt. The DP40 lube or something like that, it's awful. You don't use it. There's two different things you can do to relieve the gun of this, and one is going into the solenoid and cleaning that and relubing the bolt with actual Eclipse gun oil or a very thin lube until you break in the gun a little bit in the O-rings. Actually, there's three things. What made it work for me the most was changing the O-ring in the back inside the gun, since there's no O-rings on the bolt itself. I will show you. The only O-rings on the bolt are on the stem, or in the bolt system, sorry, and you can see them kind of right there. Yeah, you get the idea. The one you need to change is I don't know why I'm doing this. The one in the very back, near the back of the gun. Just change that. The one inside there is kind of doesn't seal that great, and the one I replaced it from the one in the kit it came with seals perfectly. It's a little bit tougher to get the bolt in there, but it does the job. So I'm going to turn off, take the regulator off too. I'm going to show you how to get into the solenoid. Go to the keyboard. Alright, so here we go. First you got to take the grips off. Sorry about this. Should have been prepared when I'm doing this video. And sorry I keep looking down on my iMac, and camera's up here and the screen's right here. So I'm looking at myself when I make this video. So sorry ahead of time. When you got the grips open, you want to take the battery out and unhook the wires. Alright, and then you want to take this screw out, which is different because usually it's on the bottom, but they have it come from the top, like the old ions. That was up here in the breech. Not breech, you know what it is. This one, and then right there. So let me get that open. Oh, yeah. Same size as the grips. I hate these $5 Allen keys. Alright, so you want to pull it apart and pull the wires out. Alright, so now you have the solenoid. What you want to do is take this screw and this screw. That'll unhook the solenoid. This is the right one. Yes, it is. Needs to be relatively long screws. Alright, you can just put this over here to the side. Don't need that anymore. Okay, and the solenoid, you see this tape, don't take anything off, it'll void your warranty. The thing you need most to worry about is the screw. It'll take a flathead. When you first do it, it's really on there, so you gotta actually put some force into it. When that comes off, when you first take it apart, you'll need to hit it against something soft or hard, not soft, to lodge out the piston which is in here, which I'll show you in a second. Oh, there's a spring also. I got lodged back in there. So then you have your solenoid piston. What you want to do is clean off all the lube on all the O-rings and then relube them lightly with a very thin lube. Marmalade's kind of thick, don't use marmalade. Hater sauce, what I have, works good. But gun sap and monkey poo would probably be better. Or any kind of oil, but don't use oil with the solenoid, use grease. Push that back in there, and then where did the spring go? There it is, stuck to my screwdriver. Also, when you take the piston out of here, get a Q-tip and tear some of the fuzz stuff off and stick it in there and twirl it around to clean out the inside. Because DP40 gets in there too and lube that. And you don't want any of that on your gun at all. So now you have that done. Oh, on the bottom here, these two O-rings right there. Lube those a little bit, just rub some lube over them, that way you can make a good seal with the hoses, the holes that are right there. Be careful with the eye wires too. Okay. Let's grab the wrong size. Okay, now you got that. Just take out your bolt like I did earlier and relube that. And just stick that back in there. Oh, another thing that would help would be to push your bolt as far into the breech as possible. I'll explain that in a second. Put it back in there, and I did that because when you activate the air, it'll push it back and to the starting position, the very back of the bolt system, and that will kind of tear apart the stickiness of the lube that's sticking on the bolt, so it will actually start sliding easier. And connect it back to here. I'm not going to do that right now. When you get your regulator and before you got to the field, get it and turn all the way clockwise. That'll turn it in, which will decrease all the pressure. And then turn your gun on in whatever mode you have it in, and slowly start to turn it counterclockwise. No, it's backwards for you guys. Well, no, it's not. And then it's doing that until it starts to shoot, and then stop. That's roommate, sorry. And then what was I gonna say? And go to the field and chrono it. Don't do it anymore. Wait until it starts to shoot. Alright. Well, the solenoid thing and the O-ring in the back is the biggest O-ring you have in your kit for the G4. So just replace that and it should work. If not, you gotta call Dangerous Power.